guys, you're welcome to my channel. This is your girl Joy Bliss, and I'm so excited to be here again. Today we're going to be talking about something very simple but helpful and interesting, and that's the tool called scoring. In my last video we talked about listening. I think I should just call this series the DIY. I mean, do it yourself. Do you get? Listening last week, I talked about how you listen not just for pleasure, but you listen with intentionality. A lot of people love music. A lot of people love music and they listen to music for pleasure. Well, I don't think I've ever found anybody who do not love music. And so I'm not talking about just loving music and you just enjoy listening to music. I'm talking about listening to music with an intention, and that intention is to be able to do or produce what you've heard. Do you understand? Doing it like it was done or like what you heard. And so today I'm going to talk about another important tool, and that is scoring. What do I mean by scoring? Well, scoring is learning to do a song exactly the way it is. And in this video today, I'm going to show you an example. Yes, like right here and now, I'm going to show you how to score a song, how to listen and score. Are you ready for this? So yeah, I'll be right back. Back. So I said that we're going to call this DIY, do it yourself. How to get better as you're singing. And I remember in my last video I mentioned that before I ever got to know about the vocal coach, the importance of that, having a vocal coach, which I'm going to talk in one of my videos later on. Yeah, so before I ever got to know about a vocal coach, these are the things that I did, the basic things that I did that helped me to grow. So today we're talking about scoring a song. And I'm going to show you how to score a song. And we're going to use the song When I Know My Redeemer Lives by Nicole Simolen as an example. Now, when I want to score a song, the first thing I do is this. 1 minute. Yeah, I'm back. I get a pen and a paper or a book. And what do I need this for? I need this to write down my lyric. Well, you may not need it, or you just might have two phones, two gadgets, your laptop and a phone, and so you're using the phone. However you want to do it, you shall just have a lyric. But then, beyond just knowing the lyric, what I also do, which is why I think you will need a pen and a paper, is because I love to write down every single word that the vocalist sang. I like to write that. If she said, "Whoo," I write it. Ooh. It's crazy, right? But yeah, it's gonna help you, trust me. If she said, "Why not?" I'm gonna put it at exactly the line she said it. Why not? And for example, sometimes, like I said, before I ever got to know about music theory, software notes, and the rest, how I do it. For example, if she did something like, "Oh yeah," and so you have stuff like, "Oh," and you just drag it. Yeah. Okay, so that's just to show how, that phrase was sung. And then, for those who know the software notes, it's very easy for you. You can just put it there. Do, re, mi, or whatever it is. Do you get it? So, back to what I was saying. I get my pen and my paper, and then I write down the lyric exactly the way she sang it. So this is my device and my earpiece on, and so we're scoring together the song titled "When I Know My Redeemer Lives" or "My Redeemer Lives" by Nicole Simolen. So this is how to do it. So because of time, we're just going to do, I'm just going to use the first verse to show you the example. Are we good? Okay, so the first verse, this is the lyric. Who told the sun where to stand in the morning? Who told the ocean you can only come this far? Who told the moon where to hide till evening? Whose words alone can catch a falling star? So how does she sing?
Who taught the sun where to stand in the morning?
So this is what I heard. Who told the sun where to stand in the morning? Now, if you do that and you did not get it, you go over it again. I know this might sound a little bit hard or stressful, but I think nothing good comes easy. You want to get better, so you should pay the sacrifice. You should be willing and ready to pay the sacrifice, and this is part of it. I don't know, maybe you might have something that works for you, but this worked for me, and a lot of people that I know that are very good today, so you can try it. So I did the first two lines. Who told the sun where to stand in the morning? So let's listen to the next two lines.
And who told the ocean you can only come this far?
Okay, and she did. And who told the ocean you can only come this far? I think that's fair, right? So let's do the next two lines.
And who showed the moon where to hide?
Okay, that line is, and who showed the moon?
Where to hide till evening?
Okay, she did the vocal fry there. Where to hide till evening?
Whose words alone can catch a falling star?
So the last line is, whose words alone can catch a falling star? So now, we've been able to do the first verse. Now, I would suggest that before you go over to the next verse or the next chorus, do it again. Do not leave it until you master it. Do not leave it until you are almost 100% there. So let's go right again. So from the beginning, maybe this time I'll just sing along, okay?
Who taught the sun where to stand in the morning? And who told the ocean you can only come this far? And who showed the moon where to hide till evening? Whose words alone can catch a falling star?
I think I tried. Yeah, my voice is actually stressed, but I think that wasn't bad at all. So yes, that's how to score a song. Now, your voice is your instrument. The same way the bass guitar is the instrument to a bass player. A keyboard is the instrument to a keyboardist. A saxophone is the instrument to a saxophonist. Your voice is your instrument as a singer. And then most musicians grow by learning from others. We all grow by learning from people who are ahead of us. And I remember then in the church choir, when you're assigned, when you're given a song to do, you go to score it exactly the way it is. I remember then I used to hear the name Kevin Bond. He was a very, very popular keyboardist, very good. Then my friend that was a keyboardist learned a lot from him. Do you understand? So it's the same thing we do as singers. To grow, you learn from people. And I just showed you today how to score a song. It helped me to grow, and I think it can help you to grow. So, imbibe it. Try it, and I would like to know how it turned out. Did it help you? Was it difficult? Was it easy? And I'll also advise, very important, that you start with simple songs. Start with simple songs. I did this song over 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago. Yeah. And I said then, well, maybe it wasn't that simple, but it was one of the songs that I really started with. And another song I did was It Wasn't Easy by Cecil Winers. Yes, that's another song I did. So start with a simple song that doesn't have too many riffs and runs and dynamics and all of that. Something simple that is your style, the style that you resonate with, and score it. Remember, write out the lyric. I would advise you write out the lyric and not just use your phone or browse, the lyric online and use your phone to, look at the lyric. Write it out and write out the words, how she or he sung the words. Do you understand? And try to do it exactly the way the original singer did it. Do you understand? And in my next video, I'm going to be talking about how this, how listening and scoring, songs will help you become better. I'm going to be talking about what we call application. So look forward to next week's video. It's going to be very, very interesting. So we'll talk about listening, we'll talk about scoring, and next week we're going to talk about application. So I want you to try these tools, listening and scoring, and let me know how it has helped you. Let me know what you think about it. All right, so I hope you learned something today. Remember to start with the simple songs, or else you just give up. Start with the simple songs, and then from there you can go to other songs. Alright? I hope you had a nice time. I did. Look forward to my next video. And remember, if you have not subscribed, you're wrong. Just click the subscribe button and then comment. What do you think about the videos that I make? Are they interesting? Did you learn anything? Or is there something that you think you want to talk about? Just put it right there. I'm here to serve you. Alright then. Have a nice time. See you in my next video. Bye.